So, Mr. Crim,
Yes. Ups to you.
how does half the SA gaming industry know you?
Okay, I played, you could say, semi-professional Dota. And I think it's 2013, we called it quits for a team called Nav Gaming. We started a company called Nav TV. And essentially the first Rage Expo, we did their production for, I believe back then was DGL. So we did everything from League of Legends, CSGO, Dota to Battlefield. And we had production set up through for each and every single game being played with casters. So we had a talent agency training our people how to cast, how to do, like basically I helped them set up production, cameras, lighting, things like this. From there on out, we did stuff like join Dota League, which was like 2014. MSI beat it. We've done NAG Heroes, the Mortal Kombat 10 release in South Africa. We did the Gamers Fest, South African Gigabyte Dota 2 mall challenges. So basically big gaming events in malls. And then from there on out, I phased a little bit out of that type of production. Started getting involved in content creation, people doing content creation, sharing my knowledge with people on how to stream correctly on Twitch, YouTube, wherever. I'm setting up mics for them and sort of just going through a timeline of and a process to run your stream correctly. And of course, streaming myself. Basically, I help people with their setups, and that's how they mostly know me. So because of that.
And is that your day job? Is like streaming your day job, or do you do something else?
Part-time. My main job is a software engineer for an international company. It's Nintex. So it's a global software company.
Okay. And what advice do you have for new streamers? Someone starting out from
You don't need a crazy setup. Okay. Get your basics right. Audio, very important. People need to hear you. The quality of your video feed, your lighting, all these things can come later. Just make sure your basic settings are correct. If people need help with stuff like that, watch a few YouTube videos. Like make sure you know how to use relays or streaming direct to Twitch or YouTube. But I am currently, you could say I'm on a hiatus. I'm taking a break. I'm actually writing scripts and to do content videos for people, helping people. I'm spending too much time helping people set up their streams and not doing my own content. So I thought, okay, let's make a few YouTube videos. I'm gonna release that to the public and say, okay, do this for your audio, do this for your mic, do this for your sound, do this for streaming directly, and have out there. And if they then struggle, I'll help them. So, but the basic thing is just start, but ensure. I would say a lot of people realize it too lately. If you just do Twitch, you're not just gonna get like a big ass following quickly. You have to have everything else. When you just start creating, make an Insta, make a TikTok, make a YouTube channel, make a Twitter. You have to get different angles and approaches to basically start growing your own channel. You can't just start on Twitch. Some people do, some people are lucky. Build a social media foundation to pull to one channel, the channel where you want to be known for. Like, oh, I'm going to be main on YouTube or main on Twitch. Everything else needs to direct to it. So you use that content to share on every other platform and pull people in that way. I don't do it myself, but I can help you. Okay? I'm starting to. I'm writing scripts now, so it's interesting.
And your audio setup, what you running at the moment?
Right now I have a Moto M2 and I have two different mics. I have a Audio Technica AT2050. It's a condenser mic, so cardioid pattern. So basically it can do podcast, it can do full surround, you could say basically room pickup, and then just the polar pattern, which is just your voice. I recently, just for fun, because it was on a special, shouldn't have done it, but I got myself a dynamic mic. I got it's not a new mic, it's an old mic. It's a Procaster from Rode.
Okay.
Got that. But yeah, no, I've worked with lots of different mics. So yeah, also advice for people, you don't need a crazy mic and camera for setup in the beginning. You can do a lot with free plugins for your audio. You know that as well. I know you help people. basically get their mics to sound. Nah, you don't need the craziest thing out there.
And why are you here at Rage?
You can say I'm civilian, I'm just like walking around, checking it out. My fiance is actually, she does a blog and writes stuff up, so it's more, I'm here because of her. So it's the first time at Rage where I'm not actually working, doing production for esports events or something like that, so it's pretty cool.
And is there anything you're excited for at Rage or not really?
You know, like, one of the big things is, I guess, it is the Intel Masters. First time, second time, yeah. They've been at the previous Rage, but hopefully it can get kicked off and it basically becomes a open region for Intel Masters. Like, you know, in South Africa, we are further away. We kind of have to play in the MIA region to actually go through and get into big esports events. So things like us starting to have our own, you could say, major or minors here to qualify for bigger events is important for us. It's like we have quality players in almost everything. Like we have a bit of a, let's say, I won't say toxic's the word, but like very competitive, very competitive. Esports community, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 3 games of all time.
Bro, why you kill me like this? Okay, does it have to be multiplayer, single player, or is it all time?
All time top 3.
For number 1, Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2, and for me, okay, the whole Warcraft, Dota era, and then Escape from Tarkov. I like salt, bro. I like salt. I like punishment. Games that just makes your blood boil.
You mean toxicity?
It's not toxic. I won't say it's toxicity, but it's basically anything where it's not easy. I don't like a mindless, mind-numbing game. Like Half-Life, I said Half-Life 2 as number 1 because for when it came out and what it did, and you know, like that playthrough and just like the nostalgia with that type of game is like, it's legendary up to now. If somebody young and old can relate to it, that's why I said it's number 1. So, but yeah, no, my passion has always been Dota. I've played a hell of a ton of Dota. So.
But have you got your 10k hours yet?
14.
14. Okay, yeah. So you done. You know what they say, eh?
I'm going like 4k on Tarkov as well.
Well, thanks for chatting with us, Mr. Krim.
Awesome. Thanks to you.